I'm here at St Peter's Shipley with Roy, and we've just had an amazing service. We've had 11 people, and 3 of them got baptised, and everybody got confirmed. And it was a wonderful service from all sorts of different parishes, and it's the beginning of my week in the Airedale Deanery. Now, one of the highlights of this service for me, Roy, was hearing your testimony. And I just wondered whether you could just say it again so that other people can hear what you said, because it really was very moving for me.
Yeah, just like I said, the reason why I'm getting confirmed today is because it's basically for freedom. You know, like I said, for 5 years, years ago, I was lost basically, and basically lost. I was in a domestic violence relationship, and basically I lost confidence in myself. I didn't know who I was anymore. I was basically lost, and basically up until 2 years ago. I went back to church again with my little boy, so my dad, and basically I was just touched with how warm, and just how glowing the church congregation were. And if 6 months down the line, I wasn't ready to believe in God, but now I've just been overcome with how the wisdom of God is showing, and I just want to be a better person. And today, with being confirmed, I feel I've now listed a new life. And I just feel so happy because I believe one thing, with the love of God, and thanks to you so much for your God personally, I'll be a better person than myself. I won't be afraid anymore to live my life, be able to stand and say, I'm ready now, God, for you to call for me. And also, the most important thing for me is, for my son, Marcus' little boy is 3, and I want him to also go in the light of God. And for me to be confirmed, for him to see that, even though he's 3, because he's going to get baptised soon. And I believe it's such a big important thing in your life, and I can't wait for him to at this time as well. So I'm just really happy, and thank you so much, especially Mark as well. The congress have been absolutely fantastic. You know, they've been a big support for me and Mark. I just got to thank you.
Great. It's Monday, and I'm in Saltaire. It's the World Heritage Site. Salts Mill, just down the road. It's really beautiful. It's a glorious sunny day, and I'm here with a couple of people from St Peter's Shipley, and we had this great confirmation service last night, and here they are in their day jobs. And Nadia in the background, but this is Duncan and Angus, and I just want to ask them a little bit about their work and where we're at in the Saltaire canteen.
Well, we started the Shipley Food Project just over 12 months ago now, and the Saltaire Canteen is part of that. And the two unusual bits of the canteen, firstly, is all the food that you can see here, and on the board here, is all food that would otherwise have gone to landfill. And so we're reclaiming food. So far, in the last 3 months we've been here, we've taken about 8 tons of food, just here in Saltaire. So that's the first thing. We see that as a really important thing, is, to not waste what we've been given, by God's bounty. And the second thing we do is the food. Again, you'll see on the board, there are no prices. Everything here is pay as you feel, so people simply can pay what they want. And the idea is that again, the food we're taking is there for anyone. So we're not going to exclude anybody if they can't pay.
Tell us, Angus, about how that then works out more widely across the city in terms of food banks and some of your work.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, some of the food that we receive from here helps to feed the people who come along to the food bank, for example. So we provide a meal for anybody who wants it at the food bank. We also are providing food on a regular basis to various community groups across the city. So we provide food to a refugee group on a monthly basis. When in churches we're running, we're providing a meal for each church during the weeks that was running. So we're able to help to address some of these issues of food poverty that we're seeing increasingly in Bradford. So the Shipley Food Project also runs the food bank, Shipley Food Bank Centre. So we're providing emergency food parcels to people who are in crisis food need, and again we're seeing more and more people who are in need as a result of primarily changes to their benefits, sanctions on the benefits, but also being in chronic need of chronic low incomes.
It's Wednesday and I'm at the Bradford Royal Infirmary, and I'm with a group of people, some of whom are volunteers and some of whom work here at the BRI. And I just want to ask you, what are some of the joys and opportunities of being here and working here as a Christian in this wonderful place?
Well, working with people of all different backgrounds and religions is very, very interesting and satisfying.
Well, when we have a really tricky day at work, it's nice to be able to kind of still myself and think that God's with me, ask him for advice, ask him to get on top of my problem and to come into it and give me an answer. And it's really very helpful. It's really, really helpful.
Alison, what would you say?
Well, as a lady, it gives you that sense of reassurance that you never do your job completely by yourself. You've always got that extra thing with you.
Fantastic. Thank you. It's Wednesday afternoon. I had some fantastic cake. The bishops are followed around, well, they do a lot of good food. And I'm here with retired clergy at St Michael's Cottingley. And partly meeting with people to say how much we appreciate the ministry of retired clergy who are active in all sorts of different ways, often quite subtle ways. And just tell us a little bit about your context in Eldway, because it's slightly unusual.
Yes. We are an LEP, the Methodist Church and an Anglican Church have joined together, and we're neighbours 200 or 300 yards apart, and it's several years now that we've been going, and it's melded well together, and both more and more we feel we're a congregation of Christians, but links with the Anglican Church and Diocese are still important, and the links with the Methodist Circuit are still important.
Yeah. And we were talking a little bit about how that came about, how that was helped along by the Jesus Shaped People programme. Do you want to say a little bit about it?
Yeah, Helen introduced that to us about 18 months ago, and we had a fantastic buy-in from the congregation. About more than 50 people joined in the groups and got a lot out of it, I think. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, I'm seeing the Jesus Shaped People team tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. The three of us can hardly move because we've eaten so much. We're sitting in here in Gordon Day's garden, and he's provided this most amazing barbecue for us. So we're sort of glued to the chairs, aren't we, really? Now, Thomas, tell me what it's like to be. What's it like to be a Christian young person in the Airedale Deanery?
Well, I actually enjoy being a Christian quite a lot. It's like I don't care what my friends think about me. It's like I enjoy being a Christian and I enjoy being what I am.
Fantastic. And do you think your friends respect you for that? Because you go to Beckford, don't you?
Yeah, I do go to Beckford. Well, honestly, I don't think my friends really care about it. It's like I told my friends a few weeks ago that I was Christian, and they've not really cared about it. They're still friends with me.
Excellent. Do any of your friends, do they have beliefs, or?
Quite a lot of my friends are atheists, and I've got a few that are Muslim and a few that are Christian.
But everybody respects each other.
Yeah, we all respect each other, whatever.
That's great. That's great. What about you, Emily?
I enjoy being a Christian because when you feel alone, you're not, because God's always there for you, and you can read prayers and thank Him.
That's brilliant. And you go to Beckford too?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Emma, tell me, what is the best thing for you about being a Christian?
Well, it's like knowing that God's always there for you, and that you can pray to Him with anything, and He'll forgive you, and He's always there.
Okay. And that's your own experience. That's not just somebody telling you that.
Yeah.
You're not just saying that because you sat next to a bishop.
No.